Snickle, don't sit there. What's up, it's me, Lauren from Hot for Food, and it's another episode of Hot for Food Test Kitchen, which I haven't done in forever. And today's test kitchen is all about banana blossom. I'm a little late to the party on the banana blossom. This is a fresh one that I found in an Asian market, which we're going to use today and prepare, but I also have some canned ones. Now, I've already used one of these canned ones, and one of them is not good. This one. It had lots of stamens from the flower, like they were like bones in them, so many inedible parts. It looked disgusting. Not pleased with what was in that can, but I found a new brand. Maybe this is better because it shows it already quartered and prepared. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those cans, but everyone's been making fish and chips, so we're gonna do a test because I'm a little skeptical that this is like fish, especially after already opening a can of banana blossom and really not enjoying the look, the feel, the taste, any of it. But I've done some research on how you're supposed to do the fish and chips version, so we're gonna use this fresh one to do so. These are banana flowers. These are where the bananas actually grow, this little thing. But you're supposed to discard this. In another sort of Thai-based recipe, they open this up. Again, this is what I'm calling like a fish bone, the stamen. You can't eat that. Those were all in that can of Nature's Charm banana blossom. It was really annoying. We're supposed to get right down to the base here and use the heart of the banana blossom, not these parts. Now this is typically used in other Southeast Asian cooking and Indian cooking, and they have many ways of doing curries, banana blossom salad, but the vegans have decided this is a vegan fish product. So we shall see. Now when you do this, you are supposed to use lemon juice on your cutting board because it turns black, and your knife, and in a bowl of water here, put lemon or lime juice, where we'll put the prepared pieces so that they don't turn black. I've linked the videos that I did the research on below. All right, now, I think you gotta get rid of all the colored leaves. This reminded me of artichoke. You know, I'm not a big fan of artichoke, as you know. See, all these banana flowers, like I don't think you're supposed to eat these because those bones are in there. It just cuts it like this and says you can eat it. I don't know, guys. Seems like a lot of work for nothing. Okay, we'll put our pieces in here. Apparently you're also not supposed to be eating this core. I saw another guy prepare it and he cut it off like that. But these seem okay. Oh no, see, these have the bones in them. This is the stamen of the flower. But I guess when they're tender, you can eat them. Now these are very, what do you call, astringent. Like very astringent. We have to counteract that with something creamy and fat, so obviously our batter will be like that. Okay, well I want to open this new can that I found and see if this is any better than this brand. Okay, so look at that. It's a whole sort of exactly like what I just cut, but in the brine. I'm guessing the brine's gonna help the texture as well, because this is like got a jackfruit texture and almost zero flavor. Normally jackfruit in the can is much more salty and weird. So we'll take out these pieces. Okay, this is definitely better than the Nature's Charm can. The Nature's Charm can was horrendous. I can't tell you how bad it was when I opened it. And all the pieces were black. It looked really nasty. Maybe they're just not preparing it properly. I would say we need to pat this dry with a towel or paper towel because it's very wet from that brine. So get these dry. I'm gonna use my beer batter from my Vegan Comfort Classics cookbook. Instead of beer, I might use kombucha. You could also use club soda. You just need something fizzy. Yeah, quite a lot of moisture is coming out of here. Now I'm curious the texture difference between the fresh banana blossom and this pickled banana blossom that's in the brine, because the fresh one isn't soft at all. It's very woody. Here's our two versions of banana blossom. Yeah, this fresh one seems odd. All right, I don't know. So let's make, you could probably do some kind of, my oyster mushroom po' boy marinade. We could do that. And here I was gonna follow the filet-o tempeh sandwich. And because this is kind of like a recipe, we'll just loosely follow what's happening here. All right, so I'm gonna make up this a little bit as I go, but base it off filet-o tempeh in Vegan Comfort Classics. So I'm just gonna take a cup of this lemon water from the fresh banana blossom. Put it in here with 1/3 cup of seasoned rice vinegar. There's some tamari here, about a tablespoon. Now I have dulse granules and kelp granules. Kelp granules are very fishy and dulse is less fishy. I'm gonna go with dulse, just so it gets like an essence, but it's not, I think kelp's gonna be too strong personally. A teaspoon of that in there. And then Old Bay, 2 teaspoons. And I already have tamari, so I'll just do 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I just realized this is only enough for really the 4 pieces, not the 8 pieces. But let's see. Let's just put our pieces in the bottom here. Yeah, that was like enough for 4 pieces. So we're gonna double it up to do the other 4 fresh banana blossom ones. Oh, see, now that was stupid because I just made them dry and now I'm making them wet again, which makes 0 sense. Just take these fresh ones out of their water. You can leave this core on. I feel like it is pretty soft. Like I can scrape it with my finger, so it's fine. So we'll just have 2 here. Salt. Dose. All right, so here's our other batch. That's fine. And we'll put these guys in here. And to keep them intact, just don't like manhandle them. Just like get them in there delicately, but coat them in the marinade. Now I'm gonna let these sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Again, you could just let these sit overnight. I'm sure it's not gonna make a huge difference, but it might make them a little softer because the salt's gonna kind of start softening the flesh. Okay, so we'll come back, make the batter, fry it up. I've got some frozen chips in the fridge, like French fries, and we'll see if this is really vegan fish. Okay, so we have our marinated blossoms. We're gonna start making the dredge. Basically, you just need some flour in a bowl. I've got about 1/2 cup here. That will be our first coat. Then we're gonna make our batter. So I'm just gonna use a cup of all-purpose flour in here, and then we're gonna add just a few seasonings, and I'm gonna use cornstarch instead of baking powder. I use baking powder in the filet o tempeh, but cornstarch also will make it crispy. So I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm doing a double amount because I've got 8 banana blossom quarters, so if you're just doing 1 can, 4 pieces, just have the amounts. It would be basically what the filet o tempeh amounts are in Vegan Comfort Classics. We're also gonna add salt, of course. I'm gonna do a bit more Old Bay. It's also, remember, in the marinade. Can never really have too much of that. And then garlic powder and ground pepper. Now I said I was gonna use kombucha, or I thought I was gonna use kombucha at the beginning. Now I did do some soda stream. I got some club soda. I'm thinking maybe the kombucha is gonna be too sweet, but it is fermented, so I don't know, it could be good. I'm gonna heat up some oil and then we'll get going with this over the stove. You don't add the fizzy liquid to the dredge until the oil is hot. Otherwise it's gonna deflate and not be as, you know, fluffy, crispy batter. I'm gonna do this in a cast iron. So you want like 1 inch of oil in here. And you're gonna heat it to about 350, 355. It can be also as hot as 360. All right, we're about to fry. The oil is hot, so let's go. I'm gonna use some kombucha. Most of that was foam anyway. We take one of our banana blossoms and we're going into the flour. Coat it with flour and then into our liquid. Get it all coated. Might be a little thick, but we'll see when we fry it. And into the oil. So you just want to delicately flip. I think it's the irregular pieces that are gonna be the most fun. Like this one's got so many layers. Okay, here we go. Yeah! I mean, they look like fish from the outside. my god, here's the feast. The Banana Blossom fish and chips. These were just frozen French fries. Threw them in the oven. Made my tartar sauce from Vegan Comfort Classics. That book has a sauce Bible right in the back. It's amazing. Actually, my new book has another sauce Bible as well. Plenty of sauces to keep you happy. Guess who we're gonna bring in to the Hot for Food test kitchen? Michael Camage, everybody. You've seen him maybe a couple times. He came in to taste test the recipes, the level up your leftovers.
I taste test everything.
So I need to try two kinds because we have the fresh banana blossoms and we had the ones from the can. I'm gonna cut a piece from the
You haven't said what
ones
it is.
from the can. No, I have to the people watching.
Oh, looks so good. Is it hot?
I think so. And then we're gonna eat a fresh piece so that we can see the difference. Because I bought a fresh banana blossom, interesting, and I got ones in a can. So do you know what a banana blossom is?
Are you asking me? Zero idea.
A banana blossom is the flower from a banana tree from which the bananas grow.
So does this turn into a banana?
This grows bananas out of it.
Oh, no way.
That's one taste test for each of us. Does look like fish. Okay, so I'm trying this because I'm skeptical that this is like fish and chips.
Wow. I don't know if I would say,
No.
you know, the batter, yes, the familiarity
No.
of this, but it's not like it's crunchy, but it's a little firmer than like a halibut would be, but it's still
Okay,
really
well
good.
that was the fresh banana blossom. I think maybe the canned
Oh, there's two kinds.
might be better because it actually is going to be softer like fish.
Gotcha. Okay. That's really good. Holy, I've never had anything
Let's
like
try
this.
this one. This is pickled.
It's hard to compare this to anything. Because there's actually nothing like it.
Chokes.
Looks like chicken. Like that looks
Yeah.
like chicken. I feel like I'm having a piece of fried chicken. Fried
It doesn't
chicken
have
and
the
chips.
meatiness of a chicken.
This looks exactly like a piece of fried chicken.
So, okay, so this was a Hot for Food Test Kitchen episode. So testing banana blossom as fish 100% works. I need to perfect my recipe because I definitely, with the canned version, it doesn't need so much vinegar like the way I marinated it because it's already briny. I should have realized that because the batter I used was from my filet-o tempeh, and tempeh tastes like nothing, so it needed the vinegar, but this doesn't need the vinegar. It could use more fishiness, like more seaweed. What do you think?
I don't know what it is that it's missing, but
Yeah, it's missing something.
it's missing something, but
And that's not
but
the
it's
banana
still
blossom's
good.
fault. That's my fault.
And wow.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's a fish bone.
No. So the fresh, as I mentioned, is very astringent. So just go with the cans. And I don't know what to do about the fresh. We obviously skipped a step that was probably important. Maybe marinating it in a coconut milk marinade, because I read that it needs like a fattiness or a creaminess to get rid of that astringency. So yeah, this is actually not good. I'm glad I ate that part.
It's the thing is, it's still good. Like it's good and it's so unique. I think it's.
I just made this too salty and vinegary, don't you think?
It is a bit like bittery, but is
Yeah.
that? I thought that was from dipping in here.
No, it's the marinade I put it in.
It's the marinade. Oh.
Okay, so it's not the banana blossom's fault. Use those canned banana blossoms. Don't buy that Nature's Charm can of banana blossom. It's disgusting, I'm telling you. If they'd like to prove me otherwise, but those cans I bought did not come with like wedges inside. And it had all the bones, and I didn't like it. So try and look for a canned banana blossom with wedges on the front from an Asian market. From Thailand, that's where they come from. And I would advise against the fresh one unless I can figure this out. That banana blossom was only $1.99, so actually very cheap.
Really?
Yeah,
Where'd you get that one?
at the Asian market. So if I can figure out how to like get it to not be astringent like that and get it softer, then that's a good option, but the canned obviously is easier. This isn't stupid. This is a really good concept, banana blossom fish. I approve of it. That was Hot for Food Test Kitchen, banana blossom vegan fish. Leave your comments below what you think. There's obviously more perfected recipes for this out there, so go looking. I'm not sure, but Edgy Veg did it, Sauce Stash did it. A few people have done it, so I'm certainly not the first person. I just want to see for myself what this was all about.
A boot.
Okay, bye. Look who's here. Our height difference is off, but Chris Clark is in the house for the only time we've ever seen each other in real life was in New York many years ago when we did this other video. You can go watch where we were eating vegan jug food from a place in New York.
She'll put the link up and whatnot.
So I wanted you to try this vegan fish and chips. Don't eat this piece. Try
Don't eat
this or this. Cut
Yo.
into that, and then some tartar sauce.
So this is an experiment. So if I keel over,
Well, you're not gonna die. I mean, if you don't like it though, straight up say so.
I'm hungry anyway, so it's gonna be banging anyways. Like to taste it, here it go.
He said it.
No, this is good as hell. I don't know because I'm freaking hungry.
Right.
And I drove like 5 hours. Holy crap. It's supposed to be fish?
What do you think it is? He'll never guess, but just what do you think it is?
It kind of looked like jackfruit.
It's very similar to jackfruit, but you'll never guess because there's no way. It's not like out in the market that much. It's banana blossom. It's the flower that grows for bananas to grow. So it's like before the banana grows, there's this big flower on the tree.
Wow. Who the hell was that person be like, yo, I'm gonna eat that?
Yeah, I didn't think of this. It's already been a trend, so I was like testing it and trying.
What? This is banging. See, that's the thing. To make stuff vegan, you know, like especially with meat, all it is to make the meat taste good is the seasoning. Whatever seasoning.
Yeah, so I put Old Bay in there and garlic powder and all that. But it
So
kind of look like chicken, doesn't it?
It looks like chicken. It got veins on it and everything.
That actually really does look like chicken.
It really does. I like this taste. This is good. Yo, Lauren, you know.
You eat. Okay.
Oh,
well,
so okay. All
you
right,
can
then.
eat it all.
You do me.
I wanted you to taste it and
Just
then tell
keep
us what
talking.
you think.
Oh my God.
Banging,
This is
banging.
banging. And that sauce, this is your home. This is
That's
homemade?
in Vegan Comfort Classics, yeah. Tartar sauce.
Pick up that buck. You need to get. Yo, listen. This is essential. It's like having 2 chargers in a house. Get both her books. Okay. You know you gotta have 2 chargers. One from the house to him. Yeah.
When this one's somewhere, you can just use that one.
Yeah. You
Thanks,
know?
Chris.
Thank you. Are you kidding me? I was hungry anyway. So
Yeah.
she was like, I'm doing a filming. I'm like, it's gonna be food.